Meeting. Would you please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Matt, will you start us with a roll call?
Counselor West.
Here.
Savage.
Here.
Batolo.
Here.
Halter.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Demas.
Here.
Zadi.
Here.
Hickerson.
Here.
Maricomo.
Here, first order of business, counselors. I see we're honored to have scouts with us tonight. We don't know what troop you are, but let us know who you are and what you're up to. Are you working on a badge? Go ahead. Oh, there goes that badge. Dang it.
We are working on a merit badge. We are 7.
And you're with troop
7.
7. You're working on a merit badge. Okay. Well, if you wish to ask any questions under our agenda on the petitions section, feel free to come on down to the microphone, give us your name and any questions you may have. Thanks for being here. Councilors, I'd also entertain a motion to approve the revised agenda that you have before you here tonight.
So moved, Your Honor.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, councilors, I'd also entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the city council meeting of July 5th, 2022.
So moved, Your Honor.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're going to move right into presentations and proclamations, and we're also honored to have Emily Covey here with Emergency Management, the coordinator to give us the Wyoming Region 4 Hazard Mitigation Plan, of which we will take action under Resolution 2022-100. Emily, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Emily Covey, and I am the Sweetwater County Emergency Management Coordinator. I'm new to my position. I've been in my position for about 4 months, and tonight I come before you to get approval for the Wyoming Region 4 Hazard Mitigation Plan. This plan is a 5-year plan. It is truly a gift to us. With the approval of this plan, Sweetwater County and the cities are able to get funding from FEMA and Homeland Security in the case of any disasters, and it's also to mitigate any disasters or emergencies. So this is truly a gift for us. This time, the plan was put together by they brought in a consultant, the state did, and Lincoln, Sweetwater, and Uinta counties were all put together. So all the information that is compiled is for all the counties. However, each county also has a separate plan. We were very lucky to get this consultant. The plan is very, very in-depth. It's quite lengthy, but it serves well, and it enables FEMA for the funding and mitigation projects aim to reduce the risk from disasters and natural hazards. So I would ask that this plan would be approved and signed by all. The second thing that I would like to bring up is we have a THIRA meeting tomorrow. This is a workshop for a threat hazard identification risk assessment. It's also very, very important our elected officials attend this. It is a great opportunity for grant funding as well. But if anyone is in need of any SHSP funding, grant money, this is the way to go. If you participate, if you are present, your name is on the roster, you can get funding. We are doing something different this year. We're doing everything in one day. In the past, it's been a long, long, drawn-out, painful, miserable process.
How do
But
you really feel?
this time, we're going to do it all in one day. It's going to be fun, exciting. It's going to be a presentation with a lot of participation. We have 4 fabulous scenarios to present, all that can happen here in our area. We have an active shooter in a school with a hostage situation, along with explosives. That's going to be one scenario. Another scenario is going to be a hazmat incident. Another scenario is going to be a pandemic. Surprise, surprise. But it'll be good because we're going to find out what we've learned, find out what our gaps are, where we need help, what we need to exercise. It really is truly a good educational process for us. We're also going to have, I'm forgetting the 4th one, but we do have really good ones. Yes, the cyber, of course. Any of these things can happen to us.
Right?
You know,
Have.
we're very lucky we live in the area we do. However, we're not immune to anything. So, and it is so important that our elected officials participate in this. It's going to begin at 9:30 in the morning. It's going to go through 5. However, if you can only make it an hour or two, come for an hour or two. Come, contribute, participate. I can tell you, you may want to come for an hour or two, but I think you're going to stay all day. I really do. And we're going to have a working lunch. I'm going to feed you all.
Yeah, tell them what you're going to feed them on.
After this meeting, I'm going straight home, and I'm going to make some green
Homemade.
chili, chicken enchiladas. We're having Spanish rice, garden salad, and fruit.
You're going to have people show up that have no desire to sit into the meeting at all. But
Let me tell you, you'll be engaged because it's very interesting. But I'm having Mickey Munson come in from Homeland Security tomorrow. We're so grateful she's going to be in and help us with our workbook. My plan is to have this whole thing done, 60 to 75% completed tomorrow. And whatever is left, I will personally meet with people and get that information compiled and make sure that we are eligible for funding. That is all I had for you tonight. If you have any questions.
counselors, any questions for Emily? Well, I think in the first couple of months you've been doing a bang-up job, and that's a breath of fresh air to see. I know it's a lot of work and undertaking, but you've always been a pleasure to work with. And
Thank
look
you.
forward. I think we have several that are attending. And by all means, if you haven't been to one, good information and an eye-opener. Good stuff.
Thank you. I am a one-man show. I am by myself now in the department, but there is no way, as you all know, that any of us can do it alone. So
Right.
I do ask for your support and your participation. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming down today.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, Council, we're going to move on to petitions section of our agenda. And I would ask if there's anyone here tonight wishing to address the council on any issue whatsoever, this is your time to do so. You can come down to the microphone, state your name for the record, and let us know what you have for us. Anyone? No pressure, scouts. Okay, I'm going to close the petitions portion of our agenda, and we're going to move on to the officers and staff reports. Councilors, we have two items. Item number one, the Rock Springs Renewal Fund financial statements for May 2022. And number two, the Health Insurance Fund recap for June of 2022. I'd entertain a motion to approve the officer and staff reports and place on file.
Your Honor, so moved.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving on to council committee and board reports, councilors. Two items. One, the Joint Powers Combined Communication Board special meeting minutes of May 31st, 2022. And two, the Joint Powers Telecom Board meeting minutes of May 26th and June 23rd of 2022. I'd also ask, are there any other committee reports due at this time or that wish to come forward? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the council committee and board reports and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second has been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving on to correspondence, councilors, we have one item under correspondence. If there are no questions, I would entertain a motion to approve your correspondence and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, this is going to bring us to the bills and claims, councilors. Item number one are the bills and claims for June 30th, 2022. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve the bills and claims for June 30th, 2022.
Council, we do have a motion to approve the bills and claims for June 30th, 2022. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second has been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Abstained.
Let the record show. Item number two, bills and claims for July 19th, 2022. Councilman, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve the bills and claims for July 19th, 2022.
We do have a motion to approve the bills and claims for July 19th, 2022. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? This brings us to item number three, Councilman, the salaries for July 7th, 2022. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve the salaries for July 7th, 2022.
We do have a motion to approve the salaries for July 7th, 2022. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving on to new business, councilors. Item number one under new business is a request from the police department for permission to fill a vacant police corporal position. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve this request.
We do have a motion to honor this request from the police department. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second has been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item number two is a request from the police department for permission to apply for the 2022 YDOT ARPA grant funding to purchase mobile radios for police fleet vehicles. Councilman, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Hickerson?
I move to approve this request.
We do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item number three is a request from the Parks and Recreation Department for permission to bid a mower with attachments for the Parks Division. Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Savage?
I move to approve the request for the new mower.
We do have a motion to approve the permission to bid the new mower. Do we have a second?
Right. Bid.
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number four is a request from Parks and Rec Department for permission to fill a vacant recreation supervisor position at the Civic Center. Councilman, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Patolo?
move to approve this request.
We do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number five is a request from the Finance Department for permission to apply for the National Endowment of the Arts for the Arts fiscal year 2022 Our Town grant to purchase and install the Chinese Massacre Monument. Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo?
I'd like to thank Matt for his work on this. He's worked off hard on this, and I move to approve this request.
We do have a motion to approve this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, and that brings us to item number 6, a request from Jennifer Height for permission to hold a block party on Magnolia Circle on July 23rd, 2022 from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor, I move to approve this request.
We do have a motion to honor this request from Jennifer Height. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, this is going to move us on to resolutions. Counselors, we have 9 items under resolutions, the first being item number 1, Resolution 2022-96.
A resolution accepting and approving a memorandum of understanding fiscal year 23 with the Rock Springs Chamber of Commerce and authorizing and directing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk of the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to execute said memorandum of understanding on behalf of said city.
Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Hickerson.
I move to approve Resolution 2022-96.
Council, we do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-96. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Savage,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi, Hickerson,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 2, Resolution 2022-97.
A resolution accepting and approving a service agreement between the Boys and Girls Club of Sweetwater County and the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk of the City of Rock Springs to execute said agreement on behalf of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Council, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Mr. President,
move to approve Resolution 2022-97.
we do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-97. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Batolo,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 3, Resolution 2022-98.
A resolution accepting and approving a change request to the open-end lease rate quotes provided to the City of Rock Springs with the Master Equity Lease Agreement by Enterprise Fleet Management for the lease of 2021 vehicles for the Rock Springs Police Department and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs to execute said lease quotes on behalf of said city.
Council, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo?
move to approve Resolution 2022-98.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-98. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Halter,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Savage,
I have a question for Ace.
Yes, sir.
Acting Chief Erspalmer, Ace. So did we get those? Did we get those other vehicles that were coming via New Orleans? Did we finally get those?
Yes. Counselor, all 5 of those are in the fleet right
And
now.
they're working.
So this is an additional 2.
Right. No, I got that. I just wondered if we got the other ones. I didn't
did.
hear.
They're hybrids, and they're reducing our fuel costs by about half.
They're hybrids. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes, and council, our apologies. Vehicles have been just, as you well know, a struggle to get delivery of. So Chief Erspalmer and Matt and staff have been doing whatever they can to work with these people to get us vehicles here. We're down vehicles. We have old vehicles that are failing. And the supply and demand is a huge issue, as you well know. And it's hard to change when we have the equipment sitting there ready to be installed into a certain type of vehicle, and then we can't change vehicles. So anyway, I appreciate the support with that. Item number 4, Resolution 2022-99.
A resolution accepting and approving Amendment Number 1 to the grant agreement between the U.S. Department of Transportation, Federal Aviation Administration, and the City of Rock Springs, and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to execute said Amendment 1 on behalf of said city.
Council, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Mr. President.
move to approve Resolution 2022-99.
Council, we do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-99. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 5 is Resolution 2022-100.
A resolution adopting, accepting, and approving the Wyoming Region 4 Regional Hazard Mitigation Plan 2022, which plan consists of Sweetwater, Lincoln, and Uinta counties, and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs to execute the plan on behalf of the city.
Council Emily has left the room. What's the chances this?
Your Honor,
What's your pleasure?
did she say she was bringing the green chili now?
Maybe she went, I think that's why she left in such a hurry, because I know she's making homemade green chili tortillas and the whole fixings, and maybe that's why she bolted.
That would be
But
good.
what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Halter.
I'll move to approve 2022-100.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-100. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 6, Resolution 2022-101.
A resolution accepting and approving a memorandum of understanding between Sweetwater County School District Number 1 and the City of Rock Springs, and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to execute said memorandum of understanding on behalf of said city.
Council, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Mr. President?
move to approve Resolution 2022-101.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-101. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes, and I'd like to just give a thank you to the school district, because this is a great opportunity for the schools, the city. Schools are liable for half of the cost, and we definitely need these SROs in the school district. So thanks, Chief, for working with that to make sure that it continues on. Great program. Item number 7, Resolution 2022-102.
A resolution accepting and approving a First Amendment to site lease agreement and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to execute said First Amendment on behalf of the city.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Hickerson.
I move to approve Resolution 2022-102.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-102. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second has been called. Roll call.
Counselor Hickerson,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 8, Resolution 2022-103.
A resolution accepting and approving a revised City of Rock Springs schedule of fees.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Patolo?
Move to approve resolution 2022-103.
Council, we do have a motion to approve resolution 2022-103. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor West,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. And item number 9, resolution 2022-104.
A resolution accepting and approving an amended combined communication joint powers agreement between the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, the City of Green River, Wyoming, and Sweetwater County, Wyoming, and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to execute said amended joint powers agreement on behalf of said city.
Well, council, it's been a long time coming. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2022-104.
We do have a motion to approve resolution 2022-104. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Savage,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Halter,
Abstain?
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes, and just a huge thank you to the committee, Mr. Beckwith, for the board working to try to get this done, Chief Walmsley, Chief Erspamer, the rest of the group. I mean, this has been a long time coming, and these comments that you see before you are comments that have been revised from the Attorney General, and it's the correct way. And glad to see that we finally resolved at least this portion of it on our end. So with that, we're going to move on to the ordinance section of our agenda, and we do have one ordinance on first reading. Ordinance 2022-10.
An ordinance amending Article 3.5 entitled Humane Control and Regulation of Animals and creating Section 3.546 entitled Trap, Neuter, Return of the ordinances of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and authorizing the practice of trapping, neutering, and returning abandoned, stray, lost, or feral community cats.
Your Honor,
Councilman Robinson?
if I may, I wanted to thank Councilor Savage for his work on this. I know of at least a couple people that are pretty happy with the progress of this, and that it's gonna change some things for some people. So thanks for your work on this.
Yes. Yes, sir. Appreciate your work, Councilor Savage. And if we could, Mr. Beckwith, last page, just language cleanup, just make a small revision on the first reading. Under item A.
Which section, Your Honor?
The 3-546, small a, the practice of trapping, neutering, and returning a community
Oh, yes.
cat.
Oh,
Yes.
good job.
And then the next sentence following that, I just think cat jumped in the second line to the location it was trapped, and take cat out there. Shall be permitted within the corporate city limits. Just a small typo. Not B, it's all in A.
All in it, okay.
Community add cat, and then the word cat after trapped shouldn't be there. It jumped into the next sentence.
Certainly make that correction.
Thank you, sir.
Good catch.
Any other catch and release? Was a joke.
Yeah, it was
Kind
good.
of tight group tonight.
Any other comments? First reading. I think by the time we hit third reading, we should be good to go, and hopefully this will be a good program for the city of Rock Springs. And council, with no further business to come before this city council, this meeting is adjourned.